said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Oregon's offense will take the field first. As many good things as the Oregon coaching staff had done, they certainly had the monkey on their back. 0 for 3 against Washington in their first 2 years. All one-score games. They finally got it right a year ago, and you got to think the Dogs are now looking for payback.
Yeah, it was a 28-point beatdown. So they got the monkey off the back. Dan Lanning gets his first win versus Washington. This is always a great rivalry game, and Oregon got the momentum back in this series a year ago, Palmer.
Yeah, they did. They had great balance on offense, too. Remember Dylan Gabriel throwing it and Jordan James on the ground running it. So they're going to look to do a little bit more of that in this one today.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Hard-hitting tackle. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense. I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical, make you earn everything they get.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Great job by the QB and the wide receiver understanding what they had to do to get a first down. I don't care about the completion. I don't care about getting a certain amount of yards. I got to get that first down so I get another set of downs so we can keep this drive alive.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Makes the grab. It's low. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
And the Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Williams will pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got a man, it's Moore. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. I'm sure you guys saw this, one of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle, it's Casper. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the give off the left side. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Ducks are on the move. They'll try it over the left side. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Moore to the air. Under fire. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. It's caught. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives, because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Washington wants to go quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Moore will throw. Finds his man. It's Hughes. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. The play action fake. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Washington right back to the line. Williams looking for a man. Bringing the heat. Wide open downfield. A lot of room to the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed behind the line, it's Coleman. And he's wrestled to the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Washington sends out the punt team. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The running back has it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Johnson. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Moore. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. To the ground with the back. Gets away from one, finds room. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be knocked down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Offense in a split backfield. The run from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. And the Huskies are in the hurry-up. Williams will pass. Working that wide receiver screen. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Williams. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. This time they'll go to the running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Gets it out fast. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime they were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the 1st down. They need him to play great in the second half.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Husky. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top with the catch. It's Hughes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Moore to the air. It's complete to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the returner is stopped. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive...
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Oregon! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Caught in the backfield. It's Boston. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Huskies moving quickly to the line. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Moore will throw. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the defense, got him at the 27. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Give to the running back. There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Boston. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Lining up for the PAT.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Snagged in the middle, it's Benson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Moore to the air. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Fakes it past the marker. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And they want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. If you need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams looking for a man. Quick completion on the out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Washington wants to go quickly.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They just keep firing. Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Unloads to the wide out. Working the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Williams will pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. He was really bothered by those 2 picks he threw in that loss last week, but he's been much more comfortable, much more certain in this one.
He had the one blunder, the one mistake that he probably wishes he could have back, but did a great job rebounding from that. And listen,
going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood.